guys, so I'm going to do another versus episode of Backpack Chat. Hostels versus camping. Camping is a great way to get back to nature and also touch base a little bit. Not only will you get some spectacular views when you're camping, but campsites can be uber cheap and sometimes free. However, if you're going to be travelling solo, then unless you're going to be happy to fork out a lot of money for an ultralight solo tent, then carrying a full-size tent around with you in your pack is quite heavy. So if you're going to go with two people, make sure you split the tent size between you both, so you're both carrying a little bit. Also, the only problem I found with campsites is they're not generally placed in the city, and they're normally placed quite far outside of the city. So if you've got a car, then great, but if you've got a car, sleep in your car. So if you want to be city hopping, then camping might not be for you, but if you want to go out in nature and you know you're going to be camping a lot, then definitely invest in a lightweight tent and just go for it, because I think it's a great way to see the countryside, get away from all the touristy crap and really experience the culture and the country. So I'm a definite for camping. However, like I said, if you're travelling solo and you don't want to buy an ultralight tent and it's going to take up too much room in your pack, then hostels are probably for you. Hostels can sometimes be more expensive than a campsite, however you'll find hostels everywhere. There's no shortage of them in many places in the world. It also means you get to stay in the city and meet some pretty amazing people, whereas camping can sometimes feel a bit lonely, especially if you've pitched your tent somewhere in the middle of nowhere and you plan to do that all over the place, then you're not going to really meet any people. So I'd like to say you could do a combination. But like I said, because of it being so heavy and because it's being so much equipment, then unless you're going to go and camp a lot, then I don't think lugging that much gear around with you for the off chance that you might camp is really worth it. However, something that I'll be doing when I go away in a few weeks, is you can do something called glamping. Now, everywhere I've looked it's actually quite expensive, but if you don't want to take a tent but you really want to get back to nature, then glamping is a great way, because the tent's all set up, there'll be air beds in there, everything you need, so you just walk in with your backpack, don't need anything, and you just go glamping. However, sometimes I do feel that defeats the object and defeats some of the fun of trying to battle with your tent to get it up in high-speed winds and rain and get in as quickly as possible. And so, but it's up to you. I mean, like I said, weigh up with what my opinions are. Obviously, your opinions could be completely different, but that's my view. Unless you're going to go camping a lot on a holiday and you know you're going to be doing that, then that much weight in your pack is just not worth it. So I hope I've actually got my points across, because it is really early in the morning. I'm having to film this. I've got to go to work soon. So I normally wait till about 1 o'clock to film my videos, because by then I've had about 20 cups of tea and multiple cigarettes. So I'm kind of feeling buzzed and ready, and yeah, let's film. At the moment I'm a bit like, hostels, camping, it's all good. So I really hope that you got something from it. Okay, if not, as always, drop a comment and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next week, where, as by such popular, positive and wonderful feedback I received, I'll be telling you my travel bucket list. Okay, so I'll see you next week, guys. Happy travels!